Hey, what's up everyone? Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2026 at 8:34 p.m. Sorry I'm doing this video late today as I would normally do it from now on. Like ever since for the last few weeks I start doing my recording at 5, but this time I'm doing it 3.5 hours late with the recording because I had stuff going on. So yeah, although I posted my picture, although I did my post for the Coke, although I scheduled a post for 6:30 like I normally do every Friday, 6:30 p.m. I post it as my schedule. Like the post will appear like when I do soda review, comparison, soda, drink, any drinks, like in like the half hour when the video is posted at 7. So yeah, haven't so yeah, I had a lot of stuff going on. Just trying to do this because I want to do this video earlier because that way because but I had other stuff going on. Yeah, I would have got. No, I'm not gonna say it because it's too personal. But anyways, back again with another soda review video and also a comparison review video too. What I'm gonna be comparing in this video is the Canadian Coke right here. I want to show you Canadian Coke versus American Coke to see which one is better in my opinion. Now, I have tried both of these and I've had them I had them like many times, and just as much as I did when I had both American Pepsi and Canadian Pepsi as well. So drank I drank both American, Canadian, Coke and Pepsi many times in my life, especially many times in my life. And for those of you who know that I did the comparison between Canadian Pepsi and compare it with the American Pepsi back in February of 2022. So if you guys haven't watched that video, I'll put the link down in the description below. And also if you guys haven't watched my last week's review video where I compared Nicaraguan Pepsi versus the regular American Pepsi. Nicaraguan Pepsi made with real cane sugar versus American Pepsi made with high fructose corn syrup and sugar. I'll put the link down in the description below as well. And I've also done not only that I compared American Pepsi and Canadian to Canadian Pepsi, I also did other soda comparisons where I compared American versus Canadian, which would be like the Canada Dry ginger ale, and also the Sprite as well. So I did the comparison between American and Canadian Sprite back in June of 2022, and the comparison between Canada Dry, Canadian and the comparison between Canada ginger ale and compared it with the American ginger ale, which I did back in and the Canadian Canada Dry where I did the Canada Dry Canada Dry ginger ale and compare it with the American Canada Dry ginger ale back in December of 2023. I'll put those links down below as well as the other two. And yeah, let's get into the comparison. Let's get into the comparison review video between American Coke versus Canadian Coke. And I'm also wearing red again right here, just like I did when I did the comparison between Mexican Coke versus American Coke. Mexican Coke made with real cane sugar versus versus American Coke sweetened with high fructose corn syrup. But anyways, let's get started with this comparison review video between these two, American Coke versus Canadian Coke. Nutrition facts on the Canadian first and then the American. Nutrition facts. One can per serving, 355 milliliters. Calories is 140. percentage daily value. Fat is 0 grams, 0%. Total carbohydrate is 39 grams. Sugars, 39 grams, 39%. Protein is 0 grams. Sodium is 25 milligrams. Potassium is 10 milligrams. 5% or less is a little. 15% or more is a lot. Well, that's French. I don't know French too well. So yeah, now moving on to the nutrition facts on the American can of Coke. Nutrition facts: serving size 1 can, calories is 140, amount per serving, percentage daily value, total fat 0 grams, 0%, sodium is 45 milligrams, 2%, total carbohydrate is 39 grams, 14%, total sugars is 39 grams, includes 39 grams of added sugars, 78%, protein is 0 grams, not a significant source of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, fiber. I don't know if it's dietary fiber or just fiber on this can of Coke, American can of Coke. Vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. So yeah, there's a little difference between these two. It says potassium on nutrition facts on this can of Coke. On the Canadian can of Coke, well, the American can of Coke just does not have any potassium, does not show potassium on the nutrition facts at all, or on the American Coke bottles and so forth of American Coke, where it would with the Canadian Coke, especially the Canadian can of Coke. So yeah, now moving on to nutrition facts. Read the ingredients on the Canadian can of Coke first, and then and then I'll move on to the American one. Ingredients on this Canadian can of Coke is carbonated water, sugar, glucose, fructose, which is known as high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavor, caffeine. And then this is all in French, like yeah, I'm not gonna read the French. So yeah, and this is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. MSA, or is it? No, it's M5A. So yeah, so that's the ingredients on the Canadian Coke. Now moving on to the American Coke. Ingredients on the American Coke: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, caffeine. The caffeine content is 34 milligrams on this 12 ounce of American Coke, on this 12 ounce can of American Coke. Well, you see the caffeine content for the Canadian Coke. Okay, I don't see it. Okay, there we go. 34 milligrams. So yeah, this one. So yeah, 34 milligrams on this 12 ounce of American Coke, and 34 milligrams on of caffeine content is 34 milligrams on this 12 ounce can of Canadian Coke. So yeah, they both have the same milligrams of caffeine. Just make sure. Yep. And so yeah, there's a little difference. The only difference is the Canadian Coke has potassium in the milligrams, which is 10 shows you, and 1%, whereas the American Coke does not. So we're gonna see to test out which one tastes better, or if they taste the same. So yeah, the sugars are the same. Everything on the nutrition facts is the same, except that, or yeah, is there any difference on the nutrition facts between Canadian and American Coke? Any difference? No, I don't think so, except this one says 5% less 5% or less is a little, 15% or more is a lot. Whereas the American Coke doesn't say anything. Like after you read all the nutrition facts, right after you read all the nutrition facts before reading this and this. So yeah. So anyways, time to pop these cans open. I also got the water bottle right here, just to cleanse the palate, like I always do with comparison drink review videos. So I just got a water bottle instead because I didn't want to fill up my water bottle because I was just lazy and I didn't want to be delayed on my drink comparison review video. Oops. Shit. Shoot. Slowly. There. All right. Got the cans cracked open, and I also have the red straws because it's the red team, just like I did when I put the blue straws when I compared, just like when I did the comparison between American and Canadian Pepsi, I put blue straws. So this time it's red straws since I'm wearing red again right here, and because it matches the cans and the straws. So yeah. So anyways, we're gonna start off with American Coke. So, all right, going to the first sip of American Coke. Excuse me. All right, time to cleanse the palate. Come on, I'm blurred. My gosh, I hate it when these videos just are blurry. All right, there we go. All right, time to cleanse the palate with some Kirkland's purified water. Now, time to go into the first sip of Canadian Coke. Oh yeah, and by the way, they changed they used to not have this until like late 2025 in Canada, or maybe mid or early 2025. But I would say maybe mid, but I don't think it was early in 2025 when they show this magnifying rectangle showing like high in sugars, Health Canada, and then the right side is French, which means the same thing in the English. But anyways, time to go into minimize it. Okay, there we go. Time to go into the first sip of Canadian Coke. Yeah, both taste like Coke. They taste good. Tastes like Coke to me. Pretty much have that same classic Coke taste. Well, let me smell them first. Let me smell them because I forgot to do that. Yep, smells like Coke. Yep, it smells like Coke. Yep, has that same classic Coke smell and Coke taste. Boys, we're gonna try this one more time. But first, cleanse the palate with more Kirkland water. Excuse me. Now, go into another sip of American Coke. Yep. Tastes like Coke. Excuse me. Now, time to go into another sip of Canadian Coke. Yep. Still tastes like Coke. Both taste similar to each other. Well, about the same to me. Try this one more time. There you go. Going to another third sip. Just like did when I went into another third sip of American Coke. Now I'm going to a third sip of Canadian Coke without cleansing the palate this time. To see if it tastes any different. Excuse me. All right, so try them side by side. Well, cleanse your palate with Kirkland water, a bottle of Kirkland water. They pretty much taste the same, and they pretty much smell the same. They smell like Coke, original classic Coke smell, and they taste like Coke. I'll burp. I'm trying to burp, but excuse me. I'll burp if I need to burp, but yeah. Now, yeah, they taste the same. So yeah, so I try them side by side without cleansing the palate this time. When I was getting to a third and fourth sip of American and Canadian Coke to see if they taste any different, but they pretty much taste the same to me. I'm gonna show the logo. So yeah. Hopefully it doesn't spill on my lamp. or the speaker. But yeah, they pretty much taste the same to me. Based that is, and also it's because they have the ingredients are the same too. Like for example, they both have the same ingredients and nutrition facts, except the Canadian Coke has 10 milligrams of potassium. One more time, even though I showed it. Yep, 10 milligrams of potassium in this Canadian can of Coke. So yeah, but other than that, it just tastes the same to me because, like I just mentioned a few times, and they smell the same. So yeah, um, Canadian Coke uses the same ingredients, like pretty much all of Canada, all the sodas in Canada, like the traditional Cokes, like traditional sodas like Coke, for example, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, use the exact same ingredients. Maybe like write them in different order, or it's probably the same order, I would say. Yep, they use the same ingredients, just like America does, like they do in America, United States, because they use glucose fructose, which is known as high fructose corn syrup, in everything in Canada, just as much as the U.S. because it's all part of the North American thing, way more than other countries outside of North America and outside of Mexico, which is located in North America. So yeah, although the U.S. uses high fructose corn syrup a little bit more than Canada does, but overall they use pretty much the same amount of high fructose corn syrup in everything, but more in sodas than in ice cream, cookies, and all that. And I even mentioned me myself saying this in one of my one of my other drink review videos, when I was mentioning about when I was saying that they use high fructose corn syrup way more in soda than they do in other drinks and desserts here in America. So yeah. So Canada probably does the same thing too. Like they use glucose fructose, known as high fructose corn syrup, which is another way of saying high fructose corn syrup in Canada, but they use glucose fructose instead of using the same words in Canada, the same words like the U.S. does. So yeah, yeah, they use that on the donuts, everything. Like when I go to Tim Hortons, when I go to visit family and I get Tim Hortons donuts, and I checked on the website, on the internet, on Safari to see if they use high fructose corn syrup on their donut too, and they said yes, because the AI said that. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But yeah, it's just like, because high fructose corn syrup is bad for you and makes you gain weight, and makes you gain weight, and could give you type 2 diabetes, which you do not want to have when you're this age, like when you get older, because I don't want that when I get older. So yeah, I don't know if I should have not. Yeah, I don't know if I should be saying this in this video, but yeah. So if you guys think it's like, if it's disrespectful for me to say this, then just I hope you guys can forgive me about talking about aging, and while me talking about diabetes, or you can forgive me for both. But yeah, sorry if I'm taking too long on this video, but yeah. Canada just uses them, but once again, Canada uses high fructose corn syrup in pretty much everything as much as the U.S. Although the U.S. uses it a little bit more than Canada when it comes to high fructose corn syrup. But yeah, there's pretty much not a difference between these two Cokes at all, because they taste the same and smell the same. So yeah, that is it for this comparison review video between American Coke versus Canadian Coke. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button make sure to comment down below what do you prefer between Canadian Coke and American Coke to see if they taste any difference to you, or if you like them the same. Yeah, so let me know which one do you prefer between the two, or if you like them both the same, and I'll be happy to respond in the comments below. Subscribe. Also, turn on that post notification bell if you're super new to my channel, and I will see you guys for more. Drink review videos. I won't be uploading them on YouTube I won't be uploading on YouTube for a while. So yeah. So I'm not gonna be uploading any more drink review videos for a while, for the next few weeks, next month. So yeah. And I might do more review videos in May of 2026, or this may be my final one. So yeah. My final my final drink review video period in the month of May of 2026. So yeah, that might be my final video. This might be my final video of May 2026. Like I put that in the description when I did the comparison between Nicaraguan versus American Pepsi. Yeah, so yeah, I'll put that link down in description. Once again, I'll put that link down in description below if you guys haven't watched my last review video where I compared real cane sugar Nicaraguan Pepsi versus high fructose corn syrup and sugar American Pepsi. Yeah, so if you guys are really new to my channel. So yeah. I should have ended this video soon so I could post this video at 9 o'clock, but it's already past 9 o'clock now. Yeah, it's 9:01. But yeah, sorry if I'm taking too long on this video, because I just want to bring out that, not that the reason why I took long on this video, because not only American uses high fructose corn syrup, but also Canada does too. But just in different words. Glucose, fructose. Like I mentioned, as I was just saying in this video. So yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial weekend, and I will see you guys for more drink review videos and any other videos that I do on my channel in the next few weeks, next month, next few weeks, and yeah, because I won't be uploading any videos for the next few weeks to a month. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial weekend. So as always, and as for now, peace and have a great night, everyone.